guys, another day at Extinct Motorsport. So I've taken off the manifold and the booster and that because I plan on cleaning up the booster, and I've taken the radiator out, of course, because we're going to do that. We're going to clean up this panel here, prep it all, spray it so it looks like the rest of it. So today's plan, we'll do this, clean that up. I've marked up where I need to sort out on that, which is all good because it's got to come out and be cleaned up. So I'll sort that out, I've got a plan. And the booster is over here. So I'll clean him up, I've got the paint that. And the other little project I've got, which I'm going to do before I put the booster in, this is the brake line that I made that goes across to the passenger side. Now I managed to pull it out. I broke it bloody stuffing around with the booster, because the booster, this was running straight and hits the booster because I was going to do the delete. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this in the middle. Let's do it on the passenger side so you can see. You see over there, the camera to adjust. See where the brake line crosses across the tunnel? I'm basically going to cut it short and put a junction in there so that I could make it two pieces. One, it would be just easier to remove if I have to, which I should have done in the first place. And two, I'm putting it there just in case. Well, that's about it, just so it's removable. So I've cleaned up the that lower control setup for the front, and I'm not sure if you can see there, just along there. Basically all I ended up doing was I did a slit there, and then one across the front, cut a section out and dropped it, and then welded it back on. So that'll be heaps strong. All it is just a cradle. There's like 4 bolts holding it on, so it's heaps strong. So that bit's done and ready to go on. We've cleaned up and painted the brake booster, so that's coming out alright. So I've done them all in flat black, satin black, matte black, one of them, just so that it's just better. I liked it. And this is that front section that I stripped back, primed, and I've sprayed it the same colour as the engine bay, the Quicksilver I think it is. I'll show you that in a sec. Now these little mounts that I had for the radiator, I cleaned them up and buffed them, and then they kind of looked out of place, so I stripped them back again and I sprayed them in the same colour as the car, or the engine bay and the, what do you call it, all the other components. So the colour, if you're interested in it, it's a nice flick to it. It's Quicksilver. So it's yeah, good paint. Picked that up this morning. I've given that front section a bit of a coat, only a single coat, because once you get all the gear on there you can't see it. It's more just to make it uniform. Okay guys, another video. It's the end of the day. So basically I've sprayed, or cleaned up, primed and sprayed and cleared that front bar. Across there I've sprayed and cleared the mounts the same colour. Cleaned up the top of the radiator, which turned out really nice. We fitted the starter motor in. That's now secured in. The block that's under here, I've deleted the pipe off the back, and I've just blocked off this one here, just in case I might want to use that water line. So that's got your 2 temps, or your temp and your pressure under there. So that's done. This brake line's done, I replaced that. This is cleaned up and resprayed. The 2 hinges in the bonnet are done in the same colour, they were cleaned up. And I have split and put 2 ends on that brake line, so it basically makes it 2 pieces, so it's easy to get in and out. I just got to get a female to female fitting, which I got, but it was the wrong one. So the manifold's not going on, the intake, because I'm going to do fit up the oil filter relocation kit, and that's the block there, but I'll leave that for another video. So yeah, thanks again. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And the comments are open now, so any positive comments, any ideas on where I can put the oil filter and the oil cooler would be greatly appreciated. Also thinking on where the intercooler would sit in relations to that. So yeah, so I'm going to start. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it tomorrow or not, but yeah, any ideas, any input would be greatly appreciated. Negative or positive, I don't care. You know, I'm doing it all myself, and the alley stuff's done by my mate at TWB Engineering, Troy. So if you don't like what I'm doing, then stiff shit, I like it. So it's all that matters. All right, thank you. Like, share, and subscribe. Catch you on the next one.